What's goody, Shellitronnn here. You can call me Shells, and I'm back. Gotta get on the brand new video, and I'm gonna keep it a Bowberry biscuit. It's been a minute, Panther Nation, since we've had some good news, but this right here, this tweet that just came out yesterday is the first bit of good news for the team. Put it up right here from Elena Getzenberg saying Panthers cornerback Rasul Douglas has been activated from the reserve/COVID-19 list. A welcome return to the secondary with Patrick Mahomes next on the schedule. I want to start off with the first sentence before I get to the second sentence because I have a lot to say about the second sentence. Let's get to the first part here. Rasul Douglas, surprisingly, our best cornerback on the team and honestly a top 3 player on the defense, which I think none of us would have expected when we signed him, is finally back after being on the COVID-19 list for 2 weeks. Now, look, I don't mind what I've seen out of Corn Elder. Honestly, Corn Elder's playing at a Hall of Fame level compared to what he was doing the last time he was on this roster. Dante Jackson's been playing very well, playing way better than his first 2 years on the team because he's playing consistently well. All right, Troy Pride still got a lot to learn. Gotta get a little bit bigger. Gotta get a little bit stronger. Stanley Thomas Oliver, look, STO, I got love for him, but he's not ready for the game yet. And we have missed Rasul Douglas being back there patrolling in the secondary because over the last 2 games against the Falcons last Thursday night, we allowed 270 yards through the air. And against the Saints just 4 days earlier, the team allowed 277 pass yards. Now, at first glance, you're thinking, okay, wait a minute. No, they didn't hit 300 yards on us. I mean, even Dante was out for that Falcons game for the most part. So, 277 and 270 yards, is that really all that much to really be all that, happy about bringing Rasul Douglas back? I thought something similar at first too, but that wasn't until I actually went deeper and looked at the totals throughout the first 6 weeks with Rasul Douglas. Let me throw these numbers at you real quick. Week 1 against the Raiders, we allowed 239 pass yards. Week 2 against the Bucks, we allowed 217 pass yards. Week 3 versus the Chargers was our only game this year. So far, 8 games in, we allowed over 300 yards. That's Justin Herbert. He looks for real. Justin Herbert looks like the best quarterback in this class so far. Let's wait on Tua, but Justin Herbert's been putting in work. 319 yards. Week 4 against the Cards, we held Kyler to 133 yards passing. We held Matt Ryan to 207 yards. In Week 6 versus the Bears, we held them to 198 passing yards. These are the only 2 games outside of that Chargers game where we've even been close to allowing 300 yards through the air. That's actually mad good, especially when you're watching these games and you're seeing the defense consistently getting dink and dumped for 5 to 7 yard gains. These little small passes that add up. We bend, but we don't break. You think to yourself, maybe these quarterbacks are actually racking up a lot of yards in the passing game? They're not. These quarterbacks aren't racking up a ton of passing yards against us. This secondary isn't as bad as we like to think it is. Only 1 game over 300 yards and only 2 games even remotely close to 300 yards. 270 and 277, both games without Rasul Douglas, who is tied for the most passes defended on the team right now. And we know what Dante brings to the table, and Dante got hurt in this past game against the Falcons. So look, we understand what's happening here. We have actually a pretty decent secondary. It's not the best, it's not the greatest, but you can definitely see a foundation and something to build around, something to build towards in the future that you probably didn't think we would have at the beginning of this year. We're also one of the top teams in passing touchdowns allowed, as in we don't allow very many passing touchdowns. Now, rushing touchdowns is a whole different story. But as far as the secondary is concerned, as far as these dudes whose job it is to make sure these receivers don't score, don't get a ton of yards, we're doing a pretty good job so far this year. And when we have Rasul Douglas on the field, we do even better. That is not an opinion. That's just a plain fact. Now on to the second part of Elena Getzenberg's tweet. She said a welcome return to the secondary with Patrick Mahomes next on the schedule. Rasul Douglas, I'm ready to see you shut down, hopefully, all of Patrick Mahomes' targets? I ain't gonna lie to you, the Chiefs got some targets. Do y'all old heads remember that scene in The Matrix where they open the doors and there's all those weapons just everywhere? Guns to your left, guns to your right, rocket launchers, just pistols, shotguns, everything around you. That scene is exactly what Patrick Mahomes sees when he steps on the field, looks left, looks right, looks beside him in the shotgun, right here in the backfield with him. He says, hold up. You're a weapon, you're a weapon, you're a weapon, you're a weapon, you're a weapon. And those are all Agent Smiths. You're a victim. You're a victim. You're a victim. Look, Rasul Douglas, we gonna need you in this game. We gonna need you in this game. We might have a slight chance to win this game with Rasul Douglas back and possibly, quite possibly, another player coming back this week. He's been practicing. Practiced a bit last week, still practicing now. We might get our ultimate weapon back on the offensive side. Never count the Panthers out. We've seen stranger things occur. We've seen stranger things happen. All you gotta do is believe. The 14-2 dream is still alive. That's all I got for right now though, man. Rasul Douglas coming back to the lineup. A very, very big part of our defensive identity, man. Let me know what your thoughts are on Rasul Douglas coming back, how the defense is gonna look, and how the team's gonna look against these Kansas City Chiefs. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, and you already know what to do with that like button.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Been told y'all I been the man. Been told y'all I had the gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Real ones gonna recommend. Count this as another win.